I don't make up I and I mind to go through the same thing like I and I forbearance go through.
Mapville.
People die, cry blood, Africa, cry blood, cry blood, Africa.
Mapville, got it.
Dumelang and welcome to Mapville's Black Couch. I'd like to formally welcome you to the show. It's a YouTube-based television show profiling our very own. Today we want to talk about business, particularly women in business. I guess the lovely McQueen, Miss Mapela, Makwena, Wakadipila, Sisi. How are you doing?
Oh wow, the introduction. I'm well, thank you, and it's a pleasure for me to be here. Thank you for Lememi Lekitole joiner on the Black Couch here, our Hood Show TV.
Thank you very much. We're just going to start and get right into it. The topic is women in business. So we're celebrating the giants, upcoming giants who are in business, and particularly who are holding the flag forward. So Tracy, tell us about yourself, your background, and what brought you here, like so far.
Okay, Makwena Tracy Dipela, King Manota Mapela. I was born and brought here, but and go see the other side of life. I'm a farm entrepreneur.
Yeah.
To put that is, I'm a farmer. I've got a poultry farm that's going, and also I've got a printing company, which is an internet cafe.
Yeah.
So I studied, I did my law. I've got a law background, and I'm just a go-getter. I'm that woman that is always out there looking at other opportunities and making those opportunities to grow.
Awesome. I like that. And what motivated you, to be one of the pioneering women in business, particularly Mapela?
Well, I think being an entrepreneur, it's something that you're born with. I've always wanted to be in business. Like I'm saying, I was studying law. When I was doing law, I didn't see myself court, saving and whatnot. I've always said that I'm gonna own a law firm one day. So I believe it's just the spirit that has always been me of just being in business. But particularly with everything that I'm doing, it's the need that I saw in our village, So I just had to do something to just help the community.
Yeah, as I heard you mention farming. What drove you to that? I know of the show we've been speaking about the land needs to be worked. What motivated you to go into farming, and particularly, we'll get to the internet cafe part, but I just want to hear about the farming part.
Look, we grew up we beria mashimong. But just one time there was a boy that came to me, bonta some brochure about cooperatives that needs to be started in locally. And looking around the whole Mapela, I saw a great gap and so much land that is not doing anything. Also the development, I just want to see Mapela being developed.
Yeah.
Economically as well. So that is just the whole game of what motivated me into the farming. I saw that we also need to teach the young boys or the young girls in Mapela that farming is not just about old people doing it. We can also do it because now farming is part of economy. You eat, it's the farmer. So I'm just all about getting anything that contributes more into our wealth and our being as people. Yeah,
no, very well. In terms of getting the audience, who's your audience for the farm, and what do you farm exactly?
Okay, it's a crop farming, and then we also do poultry. Poultry is chickens, so it's basically the community, old people, and young, and because food is for everybody.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Women can eat and they can cook, and then everybody also can just be able to just
All right. I get what you're saying. That's what, for me, we need more women like you who are emancipating other young women. Definitely that's one that I picked up from your statement. The other is the local economy. We need to grow our local economy, and we can do that by coming together. Yeah.
Yes,
So we'll catch up with Makwana when you come back from the break. Do remember to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. We are Her TV on YouTube. See you after the break.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to the Mapville Black Couch. Before the break, you missed out on Tracy unpacking to us what she does, what her background is, and what particularly pushed her into business. So we're going to dive right into it. We're going to go deeper and deeper. Now we're finding out about her other business, which is Bonezy Internet Cafe. Tell us what happens at the Bonezy Internet Cafe, your day-to-day operations, where is it based, and how people can find it.
Bonezy Internet Cafe, it's actually more of a printing company. Yeah. It is based just on the Bakkenberg Road, main road, just next to car wash, Zone 14 car wash. Well, it's just a big car wash that is well known. We basically do your printing, your scanning, lamination. We also do t-shirt printing, banners. We do your NCR books. And yeah, the likes. We're just a printing house in the media house. Yeah.
So I'd like to correct that. It's an internet cafe. It's Bonezy. It's a print house. It's the works. Just maybe let's get into this. It's seen as it's a male industry. How are you finding your feet going into it as a woman? You know, I think now she need to also spearhead other women into it. So what are your challenges that you actually face on a day-to-day or in actually the inception of the business?
Well, the part is a male industry. I wouldn't think as that way. It's just when I came back home, I realized the need of the services that are around. I didn't look at it as a male industry dominated. I just looked at it as the opportunity to bring in Mapela, as people will travel miles away just to go to town, just to get such services. So for me, like I said earlier on, it's just all about looking at the opportunities and making sure that I put them into fruition. So it was just about the need of what Mapela needs, you know, and yeah, I realized that I needed to put such services in.
Yeah.
The challenges is, yeah, it is, a lot of men in part of the industry. The challenges I get is I get to be the only woman that is fighting for jobs or contracts. Then some people or clients thought maybe have a doubt because I'm a woman. But you know, with a passion, everything you just have to just go the extra mile to make a good relationship with your clients.
What a mouthful you've mentioned about the industry and it being male dominated, and I think you've just unpacked it very nicely. So now I just want to get into the community. Are they supporting you? Are you getting any support? And if any, how would you want the community to support you going forward?
The support from the community has been immensely great. I actually appreciate it because I didn't think, even though I knew the services are needed, but I didn't think they would support me as much as they're doing and believing in whatever that I am doing. I don't really have any expectations from how they should go going forward. They have just been great. I love how they appreciate my services as well.
Okay, great. That's a great answer. The people of Mapville love you. And to go into the whole spectrum, the whole the hierarchy, more high, there's the Mogalakwena Platinum Mine, there's the local government, and there's the municipality. What support have you been getting from them?
Should I unpack them like in what Anglo did for my company and then Mogalakwena and all that? Well, it's simple because
and let's just see how
Okay.
people can be helped from
yeah, that's true. In both my businesses, which is the farming and the printing, the government, they've helped with a lot of fundings, like with the cooperative, because the farm is actually a cooperative. We actually sourced the funds from Department of Social Development. So any youth or cooperatives around Mapville who would wish to get fundings, they can just go in the offices of Department of Social Development. And also if their cooperative is agriculture sector, they can go to Department of Agriculture for help. They are a great help. And with Anglo, I've attended trainings, I think since 2018. But with no certificates that I've received or any, at least maybe a vendor to show this entrepreneur is serious about what they are doing. You know what I mean? So there's no recognition even. So yeah.
That's quite sad. And how would you want that to be rectified going forward?
Opportunities for all. We need to be all recognized. And also the development of Mapville. There is so much structures that are not, or infrastructures that are not equipped here, and we know that they should be there. So there's just so much things that the mind needs to fix, and this is just way too deep. If we can start unpacking the mind and everything that it's doing or what's not it's doing for the community, it's just too much. And but all they need to do is just to figure out on helping each and everybody, the equality, of Mapville people. Because I think the other thing that's making a division in Mapville is the people that are captured by the mine and others that are trying to get in, but you can't because of your brother, So let us unite, work with each other, So yeah, together we can.
Yeah, no. To tell us about what your thoughts are into us working together. There's division, yes. You mentioned Mapville. How do you start? What are your ideas for that?
We have business people. We have entrepreneurs. We've got entrepreneurs. It's simple. Like I'm doing agriculture. I can actually create jobs. For like yesterday, I just made a call on my social media, which there was so much women that shows that they want to be part of farming or they want to do this, but without any help from the mine or without help from the government. You see, there's so much jobs opportunities that are blocked for so much youth. So the equality of just bringing us things together.
Very, 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 very powerful. And just hold it there. And when we get back from the break, we're going to touch on what the program that you spoke about. So hold it right there. Welcome back. You are still with Hood TV. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and click that bell. You won't miss any video from us. Here's another Tracy. We just spoke about the challenges and obviously the process that you went through with the mine and all of that. Now we're into you and we're into your business. we're going into the fourth industrial revolution. Actually, we're in the fourth industrial revolution. One would say that we don't need an internet cafe. Everyone can do their things on the phone. What's your take on that?
Anybody can do that on the phone. No, not everybody can afford to buy a printer at home. So they'll still need to come to print out whatever that they are doing on their internet or on the phone. Not everybody can afford to or know how to print a T-shirt at home. Remember, my business, it's a diverse.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing, not everybody can be able to do it.
Yeah.
Even though people can be able to do that. It's like, I believe in a saying that I don't have competitors.
Yeah.
Because in your business, you can't always do everything.
Yeah.
You always have to outsource for some material, or some for production.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that there's going to be a time where my services are not needed, like completely.
Sure. And in terms of, you know what the COVID-19 is presented, that everything can be done digitally, that you don't need office space and all of that. So what has your business suffered in terms of that? I mean, we're going digital. There's no need for me to print anything out. I can do it on my phone. They can send me documents. I can sign them virtually. So you're only left with the merchandising part of the printing. So how are you dealing with the coming of the age, the new age?
Unless if your infrared is going to be available, like your network is going to be available in all the villages. Remember, some people live behind the mountains. So it's difficult for them to get access to the internet. They'll still come and use the internet for that.
Yeah. So how about we say, let's say everybody in the community gets access to Wi-Fi, and suddenly we get millions from the mine, and say one of our other needs is to say free Wi-Fi for every household needs Wi-Fi. There's no need to print out applications. There's no need to print anything at all. And that age comes. How's your business going to transform?
Well, look, like I said, in anything in life, you cannot always do everything together. There is always, it cannot be everything, but there's always just a thing that because like with the COVID-19 and all that effect, my company was not even affected. In fact, it got more exposure. Because now everybody needed the service. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I seriously don't believe in, what if this, what if that? I will improvise.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because being an entrepreneur or in business, it's also about improvising, being innovative. So with the fourth industrial revolution, I will also see where I unpack some of the ideas or the plans, because remember, even in business, we have a plan. So I will also implant the plan, some of the plan in future, if I'm saying now that the services are not needed now. So it's just all about being creative and innovative.
Love that. So I love that you're able to expand and your horizon. If the need arises to transform your business into something else, you'll be able to do that. It means that you're a dynamic businesswoman for sure. So, she likes to believe that. So if you'd like to get more into it, Tracy Dipela is on Facebook, I believe. What are your handles?
It's Tracy Makwena Dipela. On Instagram, it's Tracy_Dipela, and also on Twitter, it's Tracy_Dipela.
Sure. And she's put a call to action there for you ladies. Go and see. Now we're getting into something about business. Now we're extending it to every person who'd like to be like you, like to get into business. What are the most funded, like some of the fundamental tips that you have, like that you can say, Bona, these are actually tips that this is what you need to start?
It's the passion. You need to find yourself, your purpose, your gift. That's the only thing that's going to get you to where you need to be. If you can't build a foundation from within, then you'll find yourself going in circles. So you need to find who you are, your purpose, what you love. And in everything, you need to put passion, you need to put love in what you're doing.
All right, okay. So I've got a question regarding how do people get a hold of you, and what are the tips that you can give them? Like, one, how do you register a business?
Well, you can visit at Bonezy, for that, we do register companies, and then we also give guidelines on where to go after you register, either your company, NGO, or a cooperative.
Okay.
So we are gladly to help, because together we can. We need to see Mapela and the whole country developing and emerging, women, businesses, or farmers. So yeah, you can just come to Bonezy and for all the information.
All right. Think we've touched everything. Now we want to go deeper into current affairs. So now, COVID-19 presented a very uncertain, or we were in uncharted waters. One of the things that we were faced with was gender-based violence. And killings of women and children. What's your view on that, and what do you think causes such?
From my observation, there was no alcohol that was sold, right? Just in the beginning of the COVID.
Yeah.
And then the country was so peaceful, still and solid.
Yeah.
And then once there was the consumptions of alcohol, I think alcohol is the first problem.
Yeah.
Men are insecure, women are insecure. People don't know how to deal with anger. People don't know how to deal with themselves. People don't know how to deal with poverty. So it's just a whole dynamics.
Do you think COVID-19 contributed to that, or that's been an issue overall?
Human trafficking, rape, and GBV, it has always been the issue. But I think as a country, when we needed that rest, when we rested during the COVID-19, we realized of how much these things, or what causes this kind of things. Like I said, poverty, it contributes to people trying to do women trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Anger and, not managing yourself, not knowing who you are, push men to rape children. You know what I'm saying? And also to beat up women as well. So that is a personal infliction problems. Like, people need to know how to deal with themselves. Like, also, at first I also thought I needed to do a people's management, since I'm going to deal with people, only to realize that I needed to deal with myself.
Yeah.
If I can deal with myself, I can be able to deal with anybody. So that's just about it.
All right.
It's just sad how women are a full circle. Within us, there is power to transform. There is power to educate and educate. So it's so sad to see women falling, with the bravery that we have. So yeah, I wouldn't wish that to happen to me or to my sisters or, to anybody, even you as a woman, you know what I'm saying?
And to add to that, what are some of the things are we actually even facing that, Mai? Do you know?
Not that I hear of, but we can educate ourselves. Like now, I want to push a movement where women and children will have to recognize their real self, body shaming, so it's just about educating. Like I was telling you about what the mind is doing. Being more developing, being more out there, social development, you know what I'm saying? That is how we are going to fight. And if we are together, we can just be able to try and decrease in a lot of problems that we are facing.
Okay, what are some of the things that we can do to empower Black men?
Our Black men.
I mean, I'm one to say that Black men are needed in the society.
That's true.
And if we don't mold them to what we want, and we need to understand that Black men can actually empower the economy as well. And if men who are seem to be the top layer of every household or every sphere they find themselves in, and this man is broken, how can we help this Black man?
That's a very another touchy topic, because men are being ignored. Men are not being cared of how they feel. Women, everything they expect is meant to be, to give, men to. So it's like I was saying, social development. If we can be able to equip a place where we can sit and talk about where can we go, how far we can go, what is it that we can do for men, what is it that we can do for women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not only about Mapela men, but men as a whole. So that is a very good question. But with me, it's just all about trying to be together. I, for one, I support men. I mean, there's even other local Nyopa boys that I tried to help them outgrow their, bad habits. You know what I'm saying? But it takes a very strong or courage to do that. Because remember, men as well, they're made to feel that they own. They are in charge of everything. So we just need to gather and just talk about who we are, where we can go, what we can do together.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful and summed up nicely. Mapville Black Couch, who shows see you after the break. Rawa Amrela, and welcome back to the Mapville Black Couch. Rasanje Sanale, Tracy Adipila. Do remember to like, subscribe, and share our YouTube page, our YouTube channel. I would like to just find out what can we expect from you? Where is Makwena headed? Business, life, any other projects that you're involved with?
Well, let me just say I actually want to at least have 5 internet cafes, more Mapville. Well, Komagayeng, Bomaladen, Chrome, if I can get at least 5 internet cafes placed for them, that is like in 2 years. And overall, bigger things are still coming. Bigger things are happening. So if Lina Kotseba any more about how to register your company, how to, as we have touched earlier on, people can just follow me on Facebook. It's Tracy Makwena Dipela. Instagram, it's Tracy_Dipela. Twitter, it's Tracy_Dipela. Or you can just come to the internet cafe, which is just on the Bakimbek Road, Haukaria Bakimbek. It's just next to Grakia Pahadi and also the Zone 14 car wash.
All right. I really hope that Lena and you go take Maele from our queen and empower yourselves. And I think one of the biggest things that you can do is stand up. Nobody's going to help your idea. Only you stand up and you do it. So from Mapville Black Couch, Who TV, goodbye and keep well.
I've been going through a lot, I've been facing many challenges and going through my thoughts. Going through a lot, I've been facing many challenges and going through my thoughts, but going through a lot, I've been going through a lot. I've been facing many challenges and going through my thoughts, but